Man, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tyrone Hunter, back in the building with another edition of What's Really Good Entertainment. If you've been rocking with me, I appreciate you. Thank you for the love and support. If you're just tuning in for the first time, make sure you hit that like button on the way in the door and hit that subscribe button on your way out the door. You know my motto. I'm not going to hold you. We're going to get right into the video. You see the title. And make sure you stay to the end of the video, because this one, I'm going to be bringing some very valuable information on how to become viral, how to become famous, how to become successful with no experience required. So if you want to learn about that, if you want to know about that, if you want to know if that's possible or how that's possible, hit the like button, share, subscribe. Make sure you stay to the end of the video, and let's get right into it. So most people think that it's a mystery, or they think you have to have some special kind of skills, or you have to come from some special kind of family. You have to have all of the resources. You have to have everything together, as well as the right people in your corner in order to be successful. Those things are myths, and it's the farthest thing from the truth. The reason why it's the farthest thing from the truth is because success, or being successful, going viral, being able to earn up to $20,000 a month, is kind of more easy than a lot of y'all know. And the reason why y'all didn't know is because you don't have access to the information. So this is what we're going to be speaking about today. I'm going to put the information right in front of you. I'm going to give you access to the information that most people think is a secret, as well as most people think that they can't accomplish it because they don't come from the right family. They don't come from the right circumstances. They didn't have a lot growing up. So today we're going to dispel all of those myths, and I'm going to give you and I'm going to show you the winning strategy, and it's up to you what you do with it. So check me out. So one of the most important things that you must have in order to be successful, in order to accumulate $20,000 a month, as well as to be the best that you possibly could be, is simple. The only thing you have to do is have motivation, determination, dedication. What does that mean? That means if you want something, you have to stick with it until you get the results that you want. You can't look at it like, oh, I've been working 20 hours a day, 30 hours a day, for 6 months, for a year, 2 years, and I didn't get the results that I wanted. So, because the hard work that I've been putting in so far hasn't paid off, I'm going to just give it up. Did you ever ask yourself that you might be working harder and not smarter? Have that thought ever occurred to you? No. So we're going to talk about how do you work smarter instead of harder. The first thing you need to do is get you a trade, get you a skill, get you something that's going to be able to get you employed, as well as put food on your table no matter where you go or where you live in life. Now, females, they actually kind of figured this out, but I don't think they fully know that they figured it out. Most females, what they do is they go to cosmetology school, or they learn how to do hair and nails. You know why? Because doing hair is a skill that you can take anywhere in this world. No matter what state you live in, you can actually do hair, or you could do nails, and you can make money. You have females hair, you have men's hair, you have kids hair. And if you know anything about black people, they like to get their hair and their nails done. So that's one of the more common trades that females use in order to be successful, and gentlemen as well. I'm not sure if y'all noticed, but a lot of gentlemen in the past few years have been opening up their own barbershops, or they've been doing hair for years and years and years and years, and this is how they've been able to take care of their family. Another trade that females use is the nursing field. Now, I don't know why the gentlemen haven't gotten up on this yet, but it's definitely something that you want to look into. So when you go to the nursing field, a lot of females are becoming nurses. They're becoming registered nurses. They're becoming RNs. They're becoming LPNs, so forth and so on. And for those that don't have the time to go to school or to go to college, to pay for college or whatever in order to get those advanced degrees, they becoming home health aides. The home health aid field has been booming for years, as well as the nursing field has been booming for years. The number one reason why is because people get older every day, and they're never going to be able to make machines or anything that can take care of elderly or sick people. So that's why that's such a booming field. Now, the nursing field, as well as the home health aid field, any state that you go to in the United States, you can get a job in that field. And sometimes you have to think about leaving your comfort zone, leaving from where you live to go to another state or to go to another area in order to access opportunities. And most people choose not to leave their sanctuary, their place of comfortability or where they was raised up, because they don't know what they're going to do. They don't know what they're going to do in terms of employment. And this is why it's important to get a trade. Like, I remember when I was younger, you had older dudes who used to be in the middle of the projects, and they used to be there all day, every day, just fixing cars, taking cars apart, and there was a couple of dudes that I knew that was around my age bracket, that they start hanging around those older individuals and they learn how to fix cars. And to this day, a couple of them have their own auto body shop. And that was one of the things that was taught, to us growing up, is that in order to be a man, you have to be able to do something with your hands. You have to be able to fix something, fixing something is as simple as your couch break, your floor, the kids punch a hole in the wall. You got to be able to repair those things. And in this generation, unfortunately and sadly enough, a lot of so-called men, as well as teenagers, don't know how to fix nothing, don't know how to do anything with their hands. And I'm not going to go ahead and say that you worthless, but now you have to look at it in terms of how do females view you as an individual. If the only thing you could bring to the table is a hard male organ and bubblegum, the only thing that you could bring to a relationship is affection as well as finances. So if something get broke in your house, or something need to be repaired in your house, or, the car breakdown, your significant other catch a flat, you have to call somebody else. This is one of the things that make your significant other look at you as if, you're not measuring up to what it is that they want. We're not going to get too stuck on that. But what I want to do is I want to take this opportunity for men and women to let you know the importance of having a skill as well as a trade. A skill and a trade is going to enable you to make money no matter where you go in this world. Now, some of the most common trades that are available that anybody can do, that it doesn't take you having a big education, it doesn't take you going to college and getting any major degrees, but it can work for you today. You can start to learn and accumulate skills that, within a couple of months, you'll be making a lot of money. So first and foremost, we spoke about the hair industry, right? Which is beauticians for females. People like to get their hair done. Females like to get their hair done. In so saying, If you learn how to do hair, you're always going to make money. Now, when you want to maximize your profits, or when you want to make a whole lot of money off of your skill, you have to look into areas where uh, there may not be that much competition, or there may be a lack of beauticians available in and around those areas. And that's where you want to set up shop. That's where you want to start advertising yourself, okay? For gentlemen, it's barbershops. Knowing how to cut hair is pretty much a valued commodity, because think about how many men need haircuts. People are going to work, people are going out to the club, people are going out to dates, and they need somebody to do their hair. Now, what I'm looking at in terms of pricing is that haircuts are going from $20, $25, $30, $50, depending on what kind of style you want. So let's say, for instance, if a person is charging $30 for a haircut, and let's say he gets 20 people in that day for $30 a cut, that's $600 that he made for the day. If you work 5 days a week, that's $3,000 that you made. Working 5 days a week, you still have 2 days off. So you'd have made $3,000 in 5 days cutting hair. Do $3,000 a week for 4 weeks. You just made $12,000 just cutting hair. So the people that you see that have barbershops and the females that you see have salons, this is the reason why they do it. Now, if you're doing that on a part-time basis while you going to school to get, to get certified, or to, get a degree in business so that you now know how to turn your skills into a business, then you could go ahead and do that. Then you'll take your making $12,000 to making $20,000 a month. Now, before you get frustrated, or before you start thinking or asking yourself, well, what does this have to do with me, and why do I want to watch a boring video like this? Those are just two of the things that you can do to make money in terms of having a trade. And like I said, that's things that you could take to any state, anywhere you live, and you can make money off of it. Now, some of the other fields that you can always make money in are construction, learning, the different trades, learning how to do flooring, learning how, to do windows, those kind of things. Auto body, you can go to a trade school for 6 months to a year, and you can learn everything about a car from top to bottom. Once you get those skills, once you learn how to fix cars, any state that you go to in America, they have cars. Somebody's car is going to break down. You can work for an auto body shop, as well as you can also advertise yourself or advertise your services to people in the local community that will bring you in more and bring you in additional business. HVAC, which is like, fixing air conditioners, heating systems, electrical, plumbing, these are all different kind of skills that you can learn by going to a trade school. And these fields are very lucrative. These are some of the fields that no matter what's going on in the community, people are going to always need. Every winter, somebody's going to need help and assistance with their heaters, with their boilers, with their air conditioner, electrical, plumbing, toilets. They're never going to be able to make enough machines to do these services. So for all of the gentlemen out there who think the only way to make money is being a rapper, being a celebrity, being a NBA player, sports athletes, being a rapper, scamming and selling drugs. If y'all think that those are the only ways to make money, then you are sadly mistaken. There are other fields that you can get into that you can make just as much money as anybody else out there, or you can live a pretty decent lifestyle. I mean, think about making $12,000 up to $20,000 a month, how much would that improve your lifestyle? That would actually change your address. That would change your finances, everything. If you bringing in $20,000 a month and you living in a home, you'll be able to afford a mortgage of $5,000, $6,000. You'll be able to afford the luxury car of your choice, even if you're paying $2,000 a month. You'll be able to buy all of the fashionable things. You'll be able to take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your kids. You'll be able to do all of these things just by having a trade as well as a skill. And if you ever decide that you want to move to another state or you want to expand into another state, or you may have family in another state that say, hey, it's an opportunity here. Or let's say your spouse or significant other need to move to another state because of their job, because they're going to be getting paid more money. Now you can move with them and you can set up shop wherever they are. Now, in order to do these things and some of the things that you have to think about before even embarking on a trade is you have to ask yourself, is this something that you're ready for? And how you determine your readiness for growing from a boy into a man or a little girl into a woman is one particular word. And that word is called socialization. Do you have social skills? Can you interact with other people? Do you know how to control your attitude? Do you know how to hold a decent conversation with other people? Do you know how to explore opportunities? Do you know how to network with other people so that you could expand in life? This is what it takes. It needs socialization. You can't think that you're going to be relaxing and chilling in your house all day or chilling outside in the neighborhood, smoking weed, doing drugs all day, drinking, just kicking it and hanging with the homies, or, going out to clubs every weekend and, your whole life is about a party, or your whole life is about, wearing the latest designer items and that's the extent of your conversation. That's all you could talk about. You can't possibly think that you're going to go from having this kind of mentality and doing these kind of things that you feel you're going to be successful in life just because you want to be successful. Sorry to tell you, it doesn't work like that. You have to know how to hold conversations with people. It's called dialogue. It's called conversing. It's called you having the ability to speak, listening to what somebody else is saying, being able to understand what they're saying, and then replying in kind. See, some people want to be successful. Some people want to have and live a particular life, but some people don't want to make the changes necessary or the changes that they need to make in order to get to where it is that they're trying to go. You have to understand that if you're working in certain fields, especially, where you're making money, where you have a trade or where you have a skill, think about you being a plumber and they're gonna pay you $5,000 to $6,000 to do a job, which may take 2 or 3 days. You have the job. You can hire somebody or you can do it yourself. And the people who paid you to do this job, they want you to be there on time. They want you to complete the work and they want you to be finished as soon as possible so that they can be able to utilize the water or stuff in their house. So if you're the kind of individual that all you do is drugs all day, or you drink all day, or you feel it's okay to go to jobs, drunk or under the influence of drugs, how long do you think you're going to be employed? How long do you think opportunities are going to be given to you? If you walk into establishments and you reeking of alcohol, reeking means smelling, by the way, or you're smelling of marijuana, the stench of it is something that's going to turn a lot of people off. You can't walk into a bank and ask them for a loan so that you could start a business or expand a business if you reeking of marijuana or if you reeking of alcohol. I mean, I understand a lot of people feel they grown. A lot of people think they grown and they can do what it is they want to do. Yes, you can do what you want to do. You can do all the drinking you want. You can do all of the drugs that you want. That's cool. But when it comes to the real world and when it comes to being able to network, when it comes to being able or having the ability to wake up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to get yourself ready to go to school or go to your trade school so that you can learn something, be able to be alert, to be paying attention, being able to focus so that you could pick up the information to learn a skill or to learn a trade, you're going to have to give some things up. You're going to have to put some things to the side. You're going to have to prioritize what is it that you want for your life. See, it's so easy for people to say, oh, opportunities is not available. Oh, I can't get this done. I can't get that done because of my skin color, because I grew up in the hood, because I don't know rich people. No. Trade schools are something that you can look at online. And I guarantee you, anywhere that you live, you can go online and you can Google trade schools near me. And you're going to find trades. For those that want to go into the music industry, you want to learn about videography, you want to learn about photography, you want to learn how to mix and master music, you want to learn how to market, you want to learn how to take pictures. All of these are skills that you can learn from a trade school that advertise all the time. You just have to discipline yourself and you have to decide, well, this is what I want to do. And whatever trade you go into, make sure it's something that you can make money off of. Make sure it's something you can put food on the table, not only now, but for the future. So we have to stop making excuses and we have to be real with ourselves. If you falling short, it's okay. If you in the hood right now, you living in the hood, if you don't got no money in your pocket, if you don't know where you're going to be at the next year from now, if you don't know what your life going to amount to in the next 6 months to a year, gentlemen, if you feeling that these females, and their expectations are so high, that you think you can't get the kind of females that you want because they leveled up and they want somebody to level up with them, you got to change your priorities. You have to change your focus. A lot of females out here are focused. A lot of gentlemen out here, they're not doing what it is that they need to do. Most of our generation, they thinking about ganging and running the streets and being part of gangs and being part of cliques and hanging in the neighborhood and trying to see where they're going to get their next quick buck from. That will work for now. But in the long run, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, that's not going to work. And there's going to come a point in time where you're going to want to change your life, where you're not going to be and feel comfortable running the streets no more and hanging with the homies. You're going to have kids. You're going to want to be in a relationship. So you have to make certain choices. So if you want to go viral, which means be successful, if you want to make between $15,000 and $20,000 a month, even more, look into trades. Look into something that you can do with your hands. Look into what kind of trades are paying the most money. Look at the trades that's going to always be in demand. If you have a smartphone, all it takes is a Google search. And you could think about what you could see yourself doing, what you would like yourself doing, or you could even base it on how much money you're going to be getting paid. Then you go ahead and you sign up for that trade school. You take the trade. You learn those skills. You could be able to work for somebody else so that you can learn the ins and outs of the business. And then you also can be advertising yourself on the side to bring in more and to bring in additional money for yourself. And before you know it, you'll have your own business. Before you know it, you'll be able to employ other people that can work with you, for you, and under you. Life can change in a matter of 6 months to a year, but you have to apply yourself. So think about that. I appreciate you. If you watch this video to the end, if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. If you need help with, searching, if you need help with trying to determine what skill or what trade make the most sense for you, if you're battling with drug addiction, and you need somebody to introduce you to steps that you could take, as well as programs that you could take, so that you could get on a clean and narrow, straight and sober life, so that your life could amount to something, man, hit me in my inbox. If you have any information that you could share to anybody that would be helpful, that would encourage them, put that in the comment box. We have to start reaching out to each other and for each other, and start sharing this information. Everybody don't have to be a rapper. Every female don't have to be an Instagram model. And life is not only about being famous or going viral. Life is about being able to provide. But in order for you to be able to provide, you got to get your mind right. You cannot think as a little boy and want people to expect you to and want people to address you as a man. You cannot think as a little girl and get mad because people don't feel that you're a woman. You have to learn responsibility. You have to learn discipline. You have to learn that life is not only going to be about what you think or what you feel it should be about. Life is going to be about what makes sense. And if you want to be successful in life, you got to start doing what makes sense. But it's your boy Tyrone Hunter. I'm just trying to let you know what's really good. So hopefully some of this information was able to assist you. I'm not going to keep you long. It's a good Saturday. Enjoy your afternoon. And I will check in with you at another time, because that's what's really good. This one for the hood.